Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast here to tell you guys about Candidips. It is a great tasting, superior alternative to traditional dip using CBD in a way that is radical, enjoyable, and effective. It comes in 5 core flavors: wintergreen, mint, citrus, mango, and American spice. Candidips CBD is the new evolution in dip, allowing guys to enjoy great, long-lasting taste without the downsides. If you guys want to go ahead and try them out, use the code BELLYUP20 at CandidipsCBD.com. Once again, BELLYUP20 at CandidipsCBD.com, and you'll get yourself 20% off your purchase. Thank you again for Candidips for being a great partner of Belly Up Sports.
Ligue. So, as of right now, April 13th, I just want to reiterate that part, April 13th. Here we are right now in the standings. So, teams that are more than likely facing relegation is in 16th place, Le Havre with 27 points, 17th place, Saint-Etienne with 24 points, and in 18th place, Montpellier with 15 points. Montpellier is definitely getting relegated. And I think the same thing for Saint-Etienne. Now, there is hope, some hope if you're Le Havre, because, which, by the way, if you guys don't know, in Bundesliga and Ligue 1, both these leagues, if you're in 16th place, you get a play-in game, so you have to play against the third place team from the second division to stay in Ligue 1 or you get relegated. So at least they kind of have that going, but they are like 3 points behind Angers and Nantes. So I mean, there's at least some hope there if you're Le Havre, if you can try to finish out your year. Which I mean, once again, it's like maybe 4 or 5 games left in the season at this point. So maybe maybe you're kind of grasping at straws at this point, unless you hoping to maybe face Montpellier or Saint Etienne. But oh no, wait, yeah, no, my bad, Nantes or Angers. But anyways, yeah, so that's the teams going in relegation. Obviously, these are teams Edward's not very versed in the French league, so I'm kind of trying to pass that up real quick for his sake. But when it comes to European qualification, so Nice is in that 6th place spot with 48 points. Uh, Europa Conference League. That's all I gotta say. 5th place is Strasbourg, which is the Europa League spot that has 50 points. In the Champions League right now, we got 4th place Lille with 50 points, which 4th place is kind of like an asterisk because they have to play in the qualifying for Champions League. So maybe that's a Champions League spot, maybe that's an Europa League spot. Just depends how that whoever finishes in 4th gets there. Marseille's in 3rd place right now with 52 points. And in 2nd place is AS Monaco with 53 points. And just also pointing this out, Edward, you have Brest in 8th place with 44 points, and Lyon in 7th place with 48 points. So they're not that far away from maybe trying to get into that Europa League, more Europa Conference League. But that 4th place spot is not that it's still kind of up for grabs. Even Monaco, Marseille can still drop off as well.
Yeah.
Um, that's really the talking point because PSG they already won Ligue 1. They have already won it. They got 74 points right now, and the only thing that they have left playing for is just the shot to be undefeated.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I mean, like that's
So
the
have to
only,
basically a shot to be undefeated, score more goals, see if they can actually not concede any more goals as they, just try to build up their stats. That's all there is.
yeah. And I'll also actually correction right now because I wrote these out where they are beforehand, but right now, as a matter of fact, as it's updating because Leon's currently playing Auxerre.
Hmm.
Lyon is actually up 2-0 right now. So they are now in 4th place.
Okay.
So it's now 4th place Lyon, 5th place Lille, and 6th place Strasbourg. And Nice is now outside. But once again, it's really just anybody's game from second all the way down to A might be a stretch, but 7th is definitely like where things can shake up here in these final days.
Yeah.
And obviously PSG they won. Question. Okay, so this was a topic that me and Kelsey had when we were talking about the halfway point. Is this impressive at all by PSG? I mean, yes, it is. This is funny because I'm wearing a PSG jersey right now. Um, is this at all impressive?
Mm, I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you,
Oh,
and we both know this. We know that Bundesliga and the Ligue 1, they're and I really hate to do this, but we both know that they're farmers leagues, even though we know that I mean, when it was the last time that Monaco went up top? When was the last time that Lyon went up top? Marseille
Well, I
went up
mean, Lille
top.
was a
They
few
were
years ago.
it was a few years ago, yeah. But it's like PSG is always the majority. It's always on top. It's always a majority. Like PSG is always there. PSG is always number one. PSG is always there. I'm like, it's not a surprise. It's kind of like Bundesliga. Same thing. Bayern Munich, first place most of the time. Like they're always on top. Even
Except
even
for last
during
year.
this, except for last year, you know. But it's just, you know what I mean? Like it's just
I get what you're saying. I mean, I think also to take credit, I mean, PSG right now are still in contention for Champions League. Actually, I think I think they're up 3-1 right now against Aston Villa. Obviously, when this episode drops, that kind of maybe they're not, but because already the second legs have already been played. But no, yeah, you're 100% right. I think still going undefeated is still not an easy test, regardless of the league that you're in. Like you're going to be set to at some point, uh, face just a moment, right? But yeah, like I said, they are by the time that this video drops, they've already played Aston Villa on that second leg. They have Le Havre, next week. So I mean that. Well, I mean that's pretty much it. But no, yeah, that's pretty much it. Is that really the last day of the season? Last game of the season for PSG? There's no way.
um
No, okay, yeah, no, okay. They got Strasbourg and then they have so they're basically playing all the bad teams in their final stretch of games. So I guess maybe it could happen. It, so it could happen, man. PSG could they could go undefeated. I mean, last year we got to see Bayer Leverkusen almost win undefeated in all competitions until obviously the uh the Europa League final, which they got beat by Atalanta. But look, man, I think regardless, it is impressive that they have been undefeated in Ligue 1. I mean, yes, it is the Farmers League. It is the league that PSG should is going to be winning. It's their league until someone can step up. But I mean, it's still impressive. I mean, this is probably one of the better PSG teams. I think a lot of us thought that when they lost, Neymar and they lost Mbappé, that this team was going to look completely different. And they haven't. Dembele, a lot of people are saying this guy should be up there for the Ballon d'Or because he's not, but that he should be up there for the Ballon d'Or discussion. Um, you know, I don't know. It's an interesting year. I think respect to Luis Enrique, like he's been able to keep these guys in focus, and doing well in League One, and obviously right now, in hopes of being in the semifinal for the Champions League.
yeah, that's true. I mean, uh, uh I mean you you pretty much explained it more
Yeah.
than without my knowledge.
No, I get that. I get that, but it's still. But you're right though. It is League One.
Who is that guy?